Guys, welcome back. It's Empress G here, and for this class in session we're gonna be making some tomato sauce because I was gonna do a dish, and lo and behold I run out of tomato sauce. Even the one in the store that I normally have cans, a few cans put away, none. So folks, while now I did a recipe, I did one video up there quite a while, way back last year, on how to do tomato sauce. So you know what, and tomato sauce, you can use it for the topping for your pizza, in your sauces, in your whatever. But right now I have two specific dishes that I need it for, and I just decided I have all of these tomatoes, and the ripe tomatoes. The other day the tomatoes were on sale for like 99 cents a pound. They were selling them out, and they were red. And folks, use ROMA tomato, okay? So all they do is wash your tomato properly here, and chop them, and they're all going to be blended. I'm going to saute down some onions and garlic, and parsley. And one of the main ingredients, I'm lucky folks, I have fresh basil. Okay, so right now I'm just cutting up the tomatoes. I'm not going to be doing too much. I have about 3, 6, and 2, 8, 9 tomatoes, and these are all plum Roma tomatoes. Okay folks, so these are the ones that you get the best flavor out of. So they don't have to be cut too small, but you're just gonna cut them because they're gonna go into the blender. Okay, and herbs, I'm gonna have parsley, some cilantro, and the main herbs in my tomato dish is yes, it's basil. And right now I have lots of fresh basil, so that's so awesome. So right now I'm just cutting up the tomato to go to the blender. Okay, so after that, and I'm blending it with a little bit of celery and some I think I'm going to blend in but the garlic and onion I'm going to saute, and then after it comes from the blender, I'm just going to add that and let it cook down and cool. And you can put any herbs you want in it folks, you know, because tomato sauce is mostly, if you do that, omega, lots of fresh herbs, you know. The one in the store, sometimes, I don't know, yeah, you know, it doesn't really taste very, some of them, you know, not too bad, but I prefer to do my own since I know how to do it. And right now, this time of the year, folks, people doing a lot of canning and all of that with tomatoes, and folks, we have to start doing that because they're telling us that farming is coming. So canning and learn to can and bottle your stuff because it's not very expensive. If you go into the store right now, you see a lot of canning bottles and canning pots and stuff like that. So you know what, we should, because those stuff can stay preserved for a long time because they have acid that keeps them, you know, when you can, you have vinegar or lemon juice for the main acid, you know, in it. So you can have those for years. And folks, get my point, where the light is gone, everything is stinging you, and you just take down a can of just like how you take out a can of sardine and eat it. So this is it. So we should really look at that to start. I know quite a few people does it, but a lot of people just sit by and think the supermarket, you're gonna run to the supermarket every day and the food is gonna be there. No folks, if you look at many of the grocery store shelf right now, they're empty and they're not refilling them. So I like to put about a small carrot in it also, celery, and these are all gonna go in there. You can do the food process of also the food process of it, and you don't want to blend it out to soup or process out the soup. You just want to process out to a certain point because you still want to retain the chunks and stuff in it. Okay, I'm using the blender because it's closer down. So, and it's the same result you're going to be getting, folks, because you're not looking for you know. So this is my fresh parsley I'm going to add to it, and I add some cilantro and the root, especially the stick part of the parsley and the cilantro. That's where most of the flavor is in, especially in the cilantro. And I have my fresh basil there. I'm just going to cut them up in a bit. I have them rinsed already and standing there, and that's gonna go in afterward. I like to put that afterward, after it's done. Just add the basil to it, and it's fresh. And this can keep in your fridge for 2 to 3 weeks, folks. It's not keep a long time. I keep mine for a while. It all depends, you know. So I have about a dozen Roma tomato here. This is the last one. And it was, you know, I bought these the other day, and I usually keep my tomatoes, so these get very red, and this is what you want, very red and soft tomatoes for this for your tomato sauce. Okay, so I have the tomato all cut up, and I'm gonna blend it right now. Then I'm gonna cook it down, and folks, it doesn't take a long time to do, you know, if you want to get it done. It doesn't take a long time. And it's much healthier. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the blender. I don't know if all of it gonna all at once, but then I could. And then you had, you know, when you cook it, you had your salt and stuff like that. A little bit of salt, and I like to use Himalayan pink salt. Okay, so I'm gonna put in. This is a tomato chopped Roma tomato with some parsley and a bit of cilantro and some celery. That's how I like to do mine. So by the time I put it on the fire to cook it, I have all that flavor, and I'm just gonna saute the onion and garlic on the stove with a little piece of ginger. I think this might hold all. And as I say, when it gets on the fire and cooking, that's when I'll add salt to it, salt to taste. Because you don't want to have a salty, and you know, that's one of the main thing in the ones in the store brands, because the salt is what preserve it, you know. So if you're hypertension, high blood pressure, even the cereals, a lot of the cereals in the store is just salt, because that's what gives them the shelf life, the salt. So it's good when you can do stuff. And this time of the year, the fruits and vegetables so plentiful. You don't even have to add any water to this, because okay, here we go. Maybe normally the tomato would push out okay, so I guess I have to add a little bit of water to this, because normally when I use tomato, folks, they're so soft, and yeah, so add a little bit of water just to get it going. There we go. All that goodness. Like I said, I don't want to get it too soupy. Yes. A little bit more. Okay. So the next step right now, folks, is to cook it. And first we have to get the garlic, onion, and things sauteed. So folks, I'm gonna set up for that, and I'll be right back, okay? Hi guys, I'm back, and what I decided to do, okay, this is, see how beautiful that is? This is the tomato sauce there. I'm gonna cooking up soon. Also folks, I had to eat is some bell peppers, some green and red bell peppers to the tomato puree. And okay, now what I normally do sometimes, I just saute the onions and stuff, and then add the tomato sauce to it. But right now, a couple times I do it like this. I'm gonna blend up. I'm gonna chop up this is right now I have here is fresh basil, some garlic and onion, and normally I would saute this. Sometimes I saute it, but I find when I chop it up and then saute it, it releases all of that flavor. So, and this is my fresh basil here. I'm just adding to it also. So when I get to the stove now and saute this now, it's it's gonna be so nice, you know. So instead of just sauteing it on the fire, I'm gonna cut it up right now and chop it up in the magic bullet, and so I get a better, almost everything is released instead of just saute it on the fire like that. And then I just had the sauce to it. So I will put everything in the description because I forgot that I had I like to add some green bell pepper and a red one to it. Okay. And so this is onion, garlic, and the basil, which I would normally just saute on the fire. And also I'm gonna have white vinegar, about a quarter cup of white vinegar, and a quarter cup of sugar to it. And those will add when it's cooking, while it's cooking. So, and salt and all of that would add when it's cooking. So, okay. So now I'm just gonna chop up my onions and all of this. The onions, garlic, and I put a lot of garlic in my sauce, folks. I love the flavor of the garlic. And right now, so it's fresh basil and garlic and onion, and I'm just chopping that up. And then I just saute it down in some extra virgin olive oil. Then I'll just add everything else to it. I'm gonna add vinegar to this because I need some. I don't want to put any water in that. I'm just gonna add my cup of vinegar to that. And that is what keeps it. Acid is what really preserves stuff. So I'm gonna have half a cup of vinegar, and I use, for my preservatives, anything I'm preserving, I prefer to use the white distilled vinegar. And if you read the ketchup bottle, that is a big part of the preserving process there. Either either lemon juice or vinegar. So here we go. I don't want to chop it up too much, because basically I'm just gonna saute it down. Yeah, and then add so everything will be all, you know, blend out. I mean, you can do it, you know, just cut up your onions and stuff, but I find I do it this way and the flavor, you know, is more intense. Because after this cooking, I'm not going to be blending it anymore. That's going to be it. So then those onion and garlic is going to be in it in chunks, and I don't really like chunks in my tomato sauce. I like it to be, you know, it doesn't have to be too soft. So right now, folks, I'm going to be moving over here where the sauce is. And first thing I'm going to put in the, I'm just going to put the puree, onions, and folks, the basil is to die for. Fresh, nothing like fresh basil. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and this is extra virgin olive oil. Yeah. And I put my stove on. The pot is heated, I think. Yeah. So that's the olive oil right there, and that's another one that's gonna kick the flavor up. You know, I don't use coconut oil for this one. Straight up olive oil. And folks, look at the color of the tomatoes. You see, so the riper your tomato is, folks, is the better. The riper it is the better. Oh shoot, folks, I have a little accident here. Some of my things spilled. Man, I have buttery finger, I think, folks. It's spilled all over the place. I'm just letting that eat up. I don't want to get it too hot because I don't want anything to burn. And I, you know, put a little piece of ginger in it. And that flavor is just the ginger, flavor from the ginger and the garlic. That's it right there. That's my onion and my basil and all of that just sauteing up. The smell, wow, awesome. So, you know, this is just pour out the garlic, the onions, and the basil, and a little bit of ginger. Yeah, I just let that saute a bit. Like I could have just chopped it up, put in, but this way everything just get incorporated and nice. So I just give that a couple. And in that I'm just gonna add a little bit of dry herbs, oregano, about a tablespoon of oregano, and a little bit of some rosemary. And right there I'm gonna add some of my gayu. And this gayu is really a lot of herbs also, folks. Yeah. And right now I'm gonna, yeah. And I'm gonna start adding the tomato sauce. That's right there. And let it just cook. So everything is infused right there, folks, and just cook down, you know? Yeah. And like I said, the vinegar, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar also to it, not a lot. So this is just gonna stay and bubble down. Cook. Look at that. That's tomato sauce right there, folks. So by, you know, me chopping those onions and the garlic and everything you see infuses. Because normally when it finishes out, you know, it would be chunks. So everything is just folks, it tastes so good. Awesome. The garlic, everything there, folks. Oh, awesome. Okay, let that cook for about 10 minutes or so. Because everything is you're just gonna just let it bubble, and you don't want it yeah, that is tomato sauce there, folks. This is can go on anything, your pizza, your meatballs, anything. This is the same thing you're buying in the store, folks. And I just gonna bottle it when it's cool and put it to the fridge, and it lasts me for a little while. And folks, when you cook tomato, that's when that enzyme releases. You don't really get it when you eat it raw. That's why in Italian cooking they use so much tomato sauce and ketchup. That's how you get I forgot what it's called. Is it lycopene or something in the tomato? And that's one of the main ingredients. That's one of the main enzymes, just like in garlic. You know, you have allicin in garlic, which is the main thing, and in turmeric you have curcumin. So in the tomato, if you want to really get the benefit from tomato, you cook it. When it's cooked, that's when it's released. I can't remember, so much thing to remember, folks. The name of that in the tomato, but that's how you get the benefit of it when you cook it, folks. Cook the tomato. You don't really get the benefit when it's raw. When it's cooked, yeah. I'm gonna remember what is the name of that, the main ingredient in tomato, and then I'll let you know. So much stuff to remember, folks. So much fun. And the young people gotta pick it up. Gotta pick it up. Yeah. As here, folks, I'm trying to remember. I hate when I can't remember things, folks, and I don't stop till I remember what it is. What the thing is. That's me. I am gonna taste for salt, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of just seasoning. salt instead to this. So the salt content is very good. So I just add a little spice there to it, vegetable spice to it. So folks, that's my tomato. Yeah. Look at that, folks. Same thing you buy in the store, but no preservative. Well, you know, it's vinegar. The vinegar preserve it here. That's it. And you're gonna keep it there. And I keep mine in the fridge for almost past a month, and it's still good. If you have a good fridge, it shouldn't go spoil too easily. And this one is not spicy. This one is just plain tomato I'm doing. No pepper in this one. No spices. Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. So I give it another couple minutes and just let it cool. So folks, it's just steaming down right now. So another 10 minutes or so, or 10-15 minutes. I have it, put it on a slow heat and let it take its time and just do its thing. Okay, so when we come back, folks, we'll be ready and ready to be bottled. Okay, we'll be back. Hi folks, so it's cooked down and we're back now to blend it again to smooth it out, the final. Then it's gonna go back on the fire and we're gonna thicken it up. So this is what it's like right now. See, the heat is coming out, so everything is cooked. So right now we're blending it the final time. Then I'll just put it back on the fire and thicken it up. So I'm just smoothing this out right now. It's hot, folks, so when you're doing it, be careful. So I want to get it smooth at this point, and then I'll just thicken it up with a little potato starch, not cornstarch, potato starch, because cornstarch will turn it. See see that, folks? Yeah, see all of that? I want it as smooth as possible. So I'll give it another blend, then I'll put the rest in. So it just came from the fire with everything just stew right down. Hot, so be careful. So this is gonna go back into the pot and just gonna thicken it up. So that's it right there, folks. I'm just gonna blend up the rest. I'm gonna put this, and it's smooth right now at this point, folks. It is very smooth. And I had the sugar, and all of that I'll put in the description, folks, how much everything is. So the sugar was added, and I just use white sugar because you want to get the best result. So okay, folks, so this is going to be added back to the pot. And I'm just going to thicken it up with a little, I'll see how it do. If it's thick enough, then I won't. So, folks, we're going to go back over to the stove where it is bubbling. Okay, and you see the smoothness of this now. No lumps, no nothing, folks. That is just a pure, smooth ketchup right there. See? Yeah. So it's a process, folks, and yeah. So there we have it, folks. See? All smooth. No lumps, no grit, no nothing. That's what we're looking for to get your ketchup. And see the color? Yeah. So just gonna thicken it up right now with some potato starch. And as I said, I don't use the cornstarch because the cornstarch will turn it, give it to a pale color. Okay, so I prefer to use some potato starch in it. This is tomato ketchup right here, folks. I'm just gonna mix my potatoes, and the potato starch you can get in the grocery store, in the baking area where you get your flour and all of that. So you know it's right there in that section, and it's very good for thickening up your stock without you losing the color of your of the dish, especially if it's a like ketchup right now. Yeah, you don't want to lose the color. You want red ketchup, not pale. And these tomatoes did such a wonderful job. You know, they were so well ripe. This is why you have to use Roma tomato. As you get them and you ripe them, and the softer they are, the better it is. So I'm just gonna add the potato starch to it right now, and see, it still stay red. If I put in the cornstarch, it would turn the color very pale. So this is what you do. That's why you use the potato starch. You know, I think people might say, oh, that's labor intense, but folks, you have to have patience, and like I said, for me, it tastes so good. And that's all natural stuff right there. Yeah, you see what goes in? Yeah, my basil was fresh, everything almost was fresh. So see folks, it's thick, and when it get colder now, it's even gonna get more thicker. So I'm just gonna let the potato starch cook. You just lower the heat at this point, and at this point it doesn't need anything, folks. Got it? Good. So just gonna let the potato starch just cook out, and you see the thickness of it already. See that? And when it gets colder, it's you're gonna get a lot thicker. So this is tomato sauce, not ketchup, tomato sauce, folks, for all your dishes. So I just lower the heat and let it just to get the potato the starch cooked out, and it's done. Yeah, I lowered the heat because you know, it's splattered. I don't want it splattered all over the place because so you see the color, folks, that intensity red color, that's all from the tomato. All from the tomato. So like I said, make sure you get good tomatoes. Okay. Let's let it bubble. And this can also use you know, if you have your hot dog and stuff, and this is even probably nicer on your hot dogs, because this having a lot more intense flavor than depending on how you like your stuff, on what level. That's a plane going by, folks. That's so because we're not too far from the airport. So that's a plane going by. Okay, folks, it's just bubbling, bubbling. And that's tomato. And when you do all this spaghetti and your meatball with this, folks, it's gonna be absolutely delicious. And as I said, this is a straight up sauce, no spicy one. I've done spicy one quite a few times, and I need just plain sauce, no spicy ones. Yeah. Okay, look at that, folks. See, it's getting thick. Yeah. And when you're gonna put it in your bottle, make sure your bottle is sort of warm, folks, because so the bottle don't get a shock, you know. So, and these are like canning bottle, thick bottle I'm using to put it in. So So folks, please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you so do. And go support Jamie Hood in Westmoreland. Fire, Richard Brown Films, Soul J, Marian Mello. And like I said, Deacon channel is still there. But folks, he has a beautiful channel, but he's not doing it. It's not active right now. But if you go over there, you see he does some beautiful scenery. He's in Manchester, and he has some beautiful scenery in it. So you check it out and just give him a thumbs up. I think he's so busy right now. So yeah, but the channel is there. Deacon Jamaica. Okay, go support him. Folks, this is so good. I'm just gonna turn the heat off right now. And that is your tomato sauce. And I'm just gonna use this and put it in the bottom. Just using my measuring cup. And once it's cool, I just put it to the freezer, to the fridge. The smell, folks. You see the fresh basil. That's what really does it. You know, basil is good plainly, but the fresh one, folks, it has such an intense flavor. Fresh basil. So I'm just gonna put these over here. We have a dish we're gonna be using with this pretty soon. This is why I had to make it, because I have none. And we want, you know, when I said fresh, I don't want to lie. Fresh tomato sauce is gonna be a part of a couple recipe we have coming up. Just the same way when I said fresh coconut, and if I don't have fresh one, I tell you straight up, that is from the tin. And you want some good coconut, organic coconut from the tin, folks. So 100%. Costs you a little bit more, but it's good. So folks, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. And try making your own, a few of your own stuff, folks. This time here it has okay, folks, so I'm gonna put these over here, and folks, you can cut me. So that's the tomato sauce right there. So we're gonna do back, folks. That is tomato sauce right there. It takes a little time, but folks, it is good. It's a good thing, as Martha Shirley say. So folks, please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and try that. It's a beautiful day. I hope you go out and enjoy the rest of the day. And this is a tomato sauce here, and it cools, and then I just bottle the rest of it and put it to the fridge, and that lasts me over a month, depending on how fast I use it. And like I said, folks, tomato cook is very good for you. I'm gonna try and remember the name of what is in the office. I can't remember right now, folks. There's so much stuff, but it's whatever is in that tomato. It's when you cook it, you get the benefit of it. Just like garlic, you have allicin in garlic, and in turmeric, you have curcumin. That's it. So the benefit from tomato is when you eat it cook. Okay? So folks, you have enjoyed the rest of the day. The sun is shining and it's hot here today. And I'm telling you, folks, this is September. I'm loving it. I'm going to go out, go enjoy the rest of the day. And you take it easy, all right? Peace.